Thank you, chat, for allowing me to be a sellout again. Appreciate you. Let's march on with a brand new season of Pittsburgh Pirates baseball. We're going to be trash. I mean, again, you've seen the roster. We got a couple of 80s now, but I think we should be okay. How do you, it wasn't 30 people who left, but 20 who tuned in? Frank, how do you, English in Australia? All right, so we know we're going to probably have another high pick. First step is lottery. Second step, hoping we find a gem. All right. Did we win the lottery? 13 million of bonus money. I'm going to guess it's top 3. It is. It's the 3rd overall pick this year, as well as pick number 39 and 74. So round 2 into 3 will have back-to-back picks. Oh, fuck. If some of these guys are as good as they look. That guy's a closer, though. So we have the 3rd overall pick coming up. Right. Still kind of need to know who the best of the best are. But now we can maybe start to have the tiebreaker be a position of need, right? Maybe. And I didn't fully update my team list there. There we go. So we are going to look... Actually, the one thing we didn't do yet was to see if there were better scouts. And there's not going to be. Except for maybe that person. Their efficiency is 1 point worse. Their discovery is better. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we're fine. We got the best options that we have available to us. So let's take a look at Carlton Porter, shortstop Ryan Lombardo, and starter Ramon Lorenz. So those will be the first 3 that we look at. They are the projected top 3 picks of this upcoming draft. Guys, we have a winning record through 8 games. We have a winning record through 8 games. I just want to throw that out there. We'll probably fall back down to reality. We are already in danger of screwing ourselves out of a better pick. Oh, boy. No way. Holy shit. What? I have never seen that. Wow. Our scouts think that the number 1 projected player shouldn't even be drafted, and that the 2nd overall pick or projected player is barely worth a 2nd round pick. Holy hell, what is this? What in the sweet hell is this draft going to be? Okay, officially count me. Oh my god, there's so many pitchers. Count me as extremely concerned. I have never seen that. And if our scouts are right, that could mean... Oh shit, who got hurt? Oh my god, look at us go. If our scouts are right, because we're 8 and 7... Juan Guerrero just went down for a month or 2. Damaged knee cartilage. Fuck. If our scouts are right, we shouldn't have to worry about getting the best overall player 3rd overall, because the AI should be screwing up. These guys are looking okay. We'll go back to them. Bunny, take it easy, by the way. Let's keep looking at MLB rank, get some information. Muhammad McDonald. Let's go with catcher Justin Daly and starting pitcher Travis Bong. This is going to be a bizarre draft as we are 10 and 11. We're finally back under 500. Dude, look at... Dude, these players are falling off. I have never seen a draft like this in this game so far of just... Like, all the projected top options are falling off of a cliff. in terms of where our scouts think they should be drafted. This is going to be a weird one. This is going to be a very, very weird draft, man. 13 and 15, by the way. The Cubs are 6 and 22. We might not have the top lottery odds next year. All right, we got a couple of dudes who didn't fall off a cliff. That's good. We got Robert Frost. Caleb Bryant at catcher. Let's look at Cosmo Morales as well. What a bizarre draft this is going to be. Dude, we keep winning games. We're 16 and 18. All right, again, a couple of dudes who did not fall immediately off the board. We're still only in week 6. So we do have plenty of time. There's reliever Pablo Salazar. Excuse me. Who else do we have next for the next highest rated position player? Second baseman George Gaines, who was almost out of the first round. And then reliever Johnny Lopez. I don't even know what to make of this anymore. Not a clue. Bobby Tom with a shoulder pull. Guerrero should be off the DL very, very soon. Gutierrez is still going to be out for a bit. And here are more dudes that start to fall down the order. What the hell is this draft going to be? Let's look at Marco Juarez. Who's the next position player? Shortstop Grant Hughes. And another pitcher, Willie Perez. Okay. This is shaping up. There we go. We just had a terrible week. Cubs are only 2 games behind us now. I don't understand what the hell this draft is. Let's start going off a team rank. Harper Lee again? Is this the same one? Unranked projection. Our scouts think they're the best. Let's just start looking off of who our scouts think happen to be the best at this point, because Jesus. We got Harper Lee. We'll look further. Uh-oh. That was weird. We'll look further at left fielder Alex Brantley, and we'll also look at reliever Brian House. This is shaping up to be the weirdest draft I have seen in this game yet. Never a dull moment in Pittsburgh. Wow, we have had an abysmal month. The wheels have fallen off. As did Alex Brantley. Nope, and now our scouts are back to thinking Harper Lee shouldn't be drafted at all and that Brian House is a trash bag. What is happening? What is going to happen in this draft, man? What the fuck? Let's get Guerrero back in at DH. Okay. Off of team rank, it loves Carlton Porter. Let's get him 100% scouted. Position player, we'll look further at Harmon Lance. And we'll also look at Johnny Church. So starter, closer, second. This is... Either our scouts are right or they are sabotaging. As we now have too many players on the active roster because a certain somebody is finally back. So we can send Escobar down to single A. That means finally we will get the season debut of Rene Gutierrez. Finally. He's already in regression because he hasn't played. That's a bit scary. 34 days out from the draft. I don't even think we have a target yet. We're going to keep looking at Harmon Lance, more than likely. I need to know for sure what his deal is. There's Chris Montanez. I guess this will be the year we take a starter, huh? Let's keep looking at Lance, and let's take a look at Josh Cisneros. I have no confidence moving forward in this draft. None. 21-44, we finally regress. It doesn't like Cisneros. It does really like Chris Montanez. And Lance apparently is top 4, but his potential is looking like a beast. That's not great. We will look at Caleb Bryant. Let's also look at Robert Frost. And let's get more information on Tim Gillis. What the hell is going to happen in this draft? Oh my God. Okay, Bryant fell off a cliff. Gillis is looking a little bit better. Let's look at Ray Jackson. Let's look at center fielder Tom Segura. And let's look at Tim Gillis. I am afraid for this draft, man. I'm honestly not that upset to have not gotten the number 1 pick, at least not yet, until we know how good everybody is. Ray Jackson moves into the number 1 spot. A couple other guys that we don't have 100% scouted, which scares me a little bit. It might seem like a waste to scout someone at 95. Probably is. Cosmo Morales we'll look at. Who's the next position player? We got Segura on 90%. Let's look at shortstop Ryan Lombardo. And we'll also go for reliever Mark Stockton. What the hell is going to happen in this draft? This is our penultimate scouting week. I'm horrified of what could happen in this draft. We have never been at bigger risk of missing than we are right now. Let's look at Jimmy Nava, Jose Almanzar, and Alvin Cortez. We'll go with the 3 starters. Even though that middle scout isn't very good at looking at pitchers. He's not terrible, though. Bobby Miller, Delta Chicago. The 2029 draft, where we have the 3rd overall pick. Our scouts think that Cosmo Morales should be the number 1. I do not see that at all. Stamina, hits per 9 looking good. He's not going to have velocity. He's not going to have break. Not a chance am I taking that guy 3rd overall, even if I get the opportunity to. No shot. Again, he might have a high overall and a high potential, but those other attributes are so piss poor. I mean, unless it turns out he is the best, but I'm not believing that. Ray Jackson looks better. But even then, I don't know if Ray Jackson looks better than the other guy, but even then, I don't know about 3rd overall. There's closer Carlton Porter, Jesus Marion Hossa. I know we don't need another reliever. This guy might be the next Mariano Rivera. Holy shit. We might have to consider that. Wow. Chris Montanez. Ooh, Chris Montanez. Pitch control sucks, which scares me. Oh, God. So, Montanez is pitch to contact because the hits and strikeouts are a bit low, even though he has probably future good velocity and break. He's a wild card. If you could train up that pitch control, he looks like he could be a freak. Starting pitcher, Tim Gillis. I think the other guy is better. Gillis isn't bad, but eh. Starting pitcher, Johnny Church. need the hits and the strikeouts. He's not bad. He's not bad. Second baseman, Harmon Lance. He's not bad. Contact looks good. Vision looks good. Discipline leaves a bit to be desired. His fielding is questionable. Like, your arm strength at second doesn't need to be outstanding. Be nice to be... I don't know. I don't know about him. I don't know about him. That fielding is too big of a question mark. Really, so is everything outside of contact versus righties and vision. I don't know about him. Robert Frost. Looks like he's going to give up a home run every other at bat. Yeah, you're not the guy for us, Robert. Shortstop, Ryan Lombardo. 85% scouted. The fielding's too big of a question mark. If we had you 100% scouted, I'd consider it. Hughes, we only have 45% scouted. And what I can see of him is not great. That leaves Tom Segura. He's 23, but is almost a guaranteed A potential. He can hit. His fielding isn't great, though. As a center fielder. Fuck. If the fielding was just a little bit better. Or the arm. He's fast and he can hit, but that's it. You got to be able to do a little bit more than that for third overall. Like, he's not a complete player. Fuck. Johnny Lopez as a reliever. I mean, it'd be too big of a risk. And then the catcher, Justin Daly, but too big a risk. Okay. Well, that leaves 4 players. And an ad I didn't mean to run. Whoops. Enjoy your free advertisement. Let me go to studio mode really quickly. Whoopsie. All right. There we go. Nope, I'm gone. Where did I go? Hey, yeah, we're good. So it's Ray Jackson. Let's look at the 3 reliever or the 3 starters. Ray Jackson. Doesn't have super high level stamina. Hits per 9. The strikeouts, The per 9s aren't great. The pitch control isn't great. I'm not risking it for Ray Jackson. Not a chance. There's Johnny Church. I like Johnny Church. And then there's Chris Montanez. So let's take a look at these. I'm going to move back and forth pretty fast. Stamina goes to Church. Hits per 9 presumably goes to Montanez. Strikeouts go to Montanez. Walks. Home runs. The pitch control goes to the other guy. Montanez right now is my number 1. He is. If Montanez does not go, I get it. 3rd overall. We don't need another closer. But look at this fucking guy. He's insane. He's going to be insane. It's Montanez or Porter. Maybe Johnny Church. We have the 3rd overall pick. Let's see what happens. A spicy draft, to say the least. Toronto and Oakland are ahead of us. Who are the Blue Jays going to go with? They take Ray Jackson, 1st overall. Again, I have no doubt he's going to be good, but man, some of those per 9s are concerning. Ray Jackson goes 1st overall to the Blue Jays. That brings up Oakland. Is that Carlton? No, it's left fielder Jeffrey McCann. Huh. Well, that doesn't help because now we have to choose. It's either Chris Montanez and we need starters more than relievers, or it is the potentially absurdly elite. Here's the thing about Porter and why I'm not taking him. That potential. He's more than likely a B. He's going to be a great overall, but he's more than likely a B. So is Chris Montanez, but I need starters more. We're taking starting pitcher Chris Montanez. I don't know how to feel about this draft at all, but Montanez is the guy. Third overall. At least I hope. At least I hope. We won't even waste time. Let's just pull the trigger on it. Chris Montanez, third overall to your Pittsburgh Pirates. As I believe this is the first time since like the year 1 draft I actually took a pitcher, so who the hell knows? This is as much of a crapshoot draft as we have seen yet. As the Rockies take 35th projected starting pitcher Robinson McNally, 4th overall. The Giants take 2nd-ranked starting pitcher Ramon Lawrence, who our scouts despised. KC takes that shortstop Ryan Lombardo, who again could hit but couldn't field if I wasn't mistaken. He was projected 4th. Detroit takes left fielder Alex Brantley. He was projected 11th. Scouts didn't like him nearly that much. At 8, Houston takes starting pitcher Robert Frost. Can't really disagree with that. Cleveland at 9 takes catcher Justin Daly. He wasn't so good that we just couldn't pass up on him. Washington takes starting pitcher Travis Bong. Again, through 50%, he wasn't in our top 10, so we didn't go beyond that. Miami at 11 took Johnny Church, who again was kind of in the running for us, but we felt like Montanez was better off of what we knew. Cosmo Morales, who again our scouts think should have been number 1. I wasn't seeing it. Dodgers at 13 take catcher Caleb Bryant, who our scouts absolutely hated. Cincy takes starting pitcher Roger Shepard, who was projected 37th. So who knows? And Texas at 15 takes shortstop Grant Hughes, who again our scouts did like, but I wasn't sold. That closer's still out there. White Sox take starting pitcher Marco Juarez. Again, who our scouts didn't really like, aside from being a late first rounder. Starting pitcher Jose Almanzar on his way to Philadelphia. A lot of starting pitchers in this first round. A ton. Boston selects starting pitcher Troy Wilson. Projected 64th. He goes 18th. The Angels at 19 take starting pitcher Tim Gillis. That could be a big steal for them. We didn't like him to that extent. You got Chicago at 20. They take Mo McDonald. EIO. Our scouts hated him. Minnesota takes starting pitcher Casey Halbrick. Halbrick? I'm going to go with Halbrick. Let's go Halbrick. Milwaukee, 22, take Tom Segura, the center fielder. Again, just wasn't a complete enough player for us to do it, even though he's a guaranteed A potential. Yusnel Cabrera, the starting pitcher, projected 103. Taken by the Yankees at 23. As Stan Dyer, 5th projected starting pitcher, falls to 24th. For San Diego, again, our scouts didn't really like him. Seattle, a little bit off the board for starting pitcher Adam Robbins. Mets at 26 take second baseman George Gaines. Projected 28th, Tom Segura. Yeah, Tomas Segura. Look at him. Yes, the comedian is the reference endo, for fuck's sake. Hey, look, this guy's name is Sidney Crosby. Like the hockey player? Alexi Cairo to the Diamondbacks. Bart Enright to the Rays. 68th projected. There goes that second baseman, Harmon Lance. But again, I wasn't sold by the attributes. And the world champion Orioles will select Willie Perez, the starting pitcher. Surprise, surprise. So we have the very first pick of round 2. I highly doubt Carlton Porter falls to... Yep. Fuck you, Seattle. Seattle wins the lottery. Congratulations. It was Porter, Cortez, Stockton, Dorta, Johnny Lopez, Franklin O'Neill, Brian House, and Val Robeson. So who the hell's available to us? Oh, God. All right. Let's look at Cortez. Don't know how I feel about Salazar. There's George Saldana. Anybody above a 65? Daryl Hager's probably a B. So many of these dudes, like 65 to 99 range. So many of them. I mean, again, we're already kind of in that best guess territory. As much as this sucks. I want Bats and I at Robert Frost. I referenced it. You know, like the Milkman. Oh, this draft is shaping up to be terrible for us, guys. So based off of what we know about Sergio Cortez, I mean, we don't know much about him. He might be worth a shout at shortstop. We don't know a ton about Pablo Salazar, but he could also be worth it, but we take a shortstop over another reliever. We don't know a ton about Saldana, but he looks okay as well, but he's 23. Hager could also be decent as a starter. This Reyes guy as a catcher, from what we know, not strong enough. Harper, I'm not digging you. And then Vincent Frazier. That's a no. 2 starters, a reliever, and a shortstop. Obviously, we'll go for the shortstop and hope that one of those starters holds over. So we are going to go with Sergio Cortez. And we'll hope for the best. We'll hope for the best with Sergio Cortez. Every single player we were looking at is off the board. Who's next? We got to start looking at like the 65 to 99 options. I mean, Eldon Ryan's probably a B. Villalobos, anything redeeming about you? This is looking a little bit rough, chat. Just a little bit. In fairness, that's just in team rank. Let's look at all. Honestly, that might have been a mistake. I accidentally left it on team rank for the last round. That might have cost us. Who knows? Honestly, I mean, the guy that we took was relatively high up there in terms of projection. So I felt like the list was short for the amount of rounds left. We got about 3 minutes to try and pull something off here. There are a couple of dudes that could be worth a shout. I can't say I'm all that optimistic as we continue on in blind for this draft. David Sung, we only have 10% scouted, but damn. I mean, there's just a lot of guys down the board that maybe they're worth it, maybe they're not. But we are going to take the time to kind of get them all onto the list now. Okay. We do have back-to-back picks. I got to look fast. Eldon Ryan, no. Villalobos, no. Ortiz, promising as a reliever. Dixon, not that bad. There was a catcher with the name Jason Kendall. Well, if he ends up being half decent, I'll go back and think about it. Rodriguez at third base, only has an arm. He's got nothing else. Hobson. Kingman as a reliever. Anderson Gates looks mid as all hell. DJ Liss. Might be worth a later shout. Derek Field. Looking pretty mid based off of what we know. Henry Sanchez is a third baseman. I still got a lot of dudes here that we got to look through. That dude's good defensively, but apparently won't be able to bat. Dane Tasher is a second baseman. Not digging it. Mark Rodriguez. Not digging it. 30 seconds. I still have no idea who the hell I'm taking here. Gonna let this go down to the wire. I mean, best guy to take a bet on was either Dixon or Ortiz. I need another starting pitcher. Let's take Gary Dixon. Hope for the best. That's all we can do. This is I don't think I've ever been less confident in a draft. And then our next pick, 84, 119. We might as well go in order to have the best chance at drafting them. Let's go for Louis Kingman as a reliever. Welcome aboard, Mr. Kingman. All right. We got the right fielder, 133. We might be able to get all these guys. We'll go for right fielder, DJ Liss. Both guys still available. We'll go for our second shortstop of the draft. I'm going to guess it's K-Leeds, but let me know if it's Cleeds. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to us stressing our ass off because this is the most hope you get lucky draft I think I've ever seen in this game. And we'll take Sung. So, again, we left people on the board that had at least some big positive about them. There is a Jason Kendall, yeah, but he's abysmal. We're going for David Sung. We're hoping for the best. We're hoping for the best and expecting the worst after a draft like that. My God.